This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright, what's up guys? This is the Stanley Parable. It's kind of a weird game. You can listen to what the narrator says and just do it, or, you know, you can screw around and do whatever you want. I played this before. Honestly, I found it to be a little bit creepy, even though it's like not supposed to be a horror game, but so yeah, so narrator said I step outside of my office. So far I haven't done that. He'll notice eventually if you don't do what he says. But anyways, let's step out the office. $429.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What's your point, bud? Where the hell are they? $420. Blaze it. Alright, let's try to find the meeting room. It's just like, you know.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, let's go along with it for now. I'm not sure how long I'll play this. Maybe I'll take a couple different choices and turns. What's in there? Why is everything locked? Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I kind of remember this. I haven't played. I played this briefly, like back in January of this year. Why am I not casting a shadow? Shouldn't. Oh, it's up there. Still. You most of all. I'm the most unique.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I think that there are a lot of things that are here, sir. As you can see.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Well, you know, I just like checking things out. Obviously, there's some wrenches here that I...
Baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
Well, I'm not
He
sitting.
wasn't doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Don't judge me, dude.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Maybe.
Standing around doing nothing?
Don't.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Well, I do what I want, first of all. Alright.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me, because literally, this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
Okay, I'm out of it, buddy.
I would have thought to mention it. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I don't know. I do what I want, narrator. You don't control me. Oh, God.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Someone spilled their
As
coffee.
Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Oh my God.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
No.
And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself,
feeling pretty crazy.
I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh, shit.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared.
Oh,
It was so much
shit.
fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
I'm tripping.
How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
Yeah?
One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
What?
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Oh,
Now
fuck.
the voice
He's
was
right.
describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams,
Oh my
the
God.
truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing
No.
that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
I don't know.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
I don't
Now,
feel
hearing
awake.
the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
It has
Did
to
the
be.
voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
Yep.
That this was a dream.
I'm gonna fucking prove it, bro.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin,
Uh-huh.
the press of the mattress on his back,
Yeah.
the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Please.
I'm through with this dream.
So
I wish it to be over.
Totally through with it.
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job, All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
It's all I fucking want,
My
bro.
life is normal.
Yeah.
I am normal. Everything will be fine.
No, yeah.
I am okay.
I am fucking scared. Oh, shit.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice?
Oh, God.
Who am I? And everything went black.
What up?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Can she hear the voice too? Then she's crazy too, right? I'm fucking... What's happening? Alright. Alright, let's give this another try.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
There's so many different things to do. I could go through the wrong door. I could go upstairs to my boss's office. Let's this time let's go to the boss's office and see what the fuck exactly is up there.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Yeah. Not gonna hit the broom closet this time.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. How did I die? Like, did I jump out of a window or something? What's that? Oh, let me in there. Oh, come on. Everybody wants to go in the executive bathroom. Not this one. Why do I not? Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845. Ugh.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
Oh, I'll twiddle.
Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I'm doing it.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code.
The shutters came down.
Luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Party over here? Party over here? Yeah, it's dark. Okay, well, We'll hit the button. Hey, okay. Hey, okay. Okay. What? I guess we're going down. That's what it looks like to me. I hope that there's something really cool down here. I hope all my friends are here. I think that's where they'll be. I can't wait to see them.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a
Very
stirring
peculiar.
of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Kaden.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, so fuck, man. There's so many different choices, so many different paths. I gotta escape, right?
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh, man. I don't want to meet my violent death.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
If that's what it takes. Huh? And this is all I have. Well, shit. Why did I? He told me. He said don't do that, and I did it, and now I think I'm dead. Why did I do that? He just what? Whoa, shit. Hey, whoa. Hey, whoa. Whoa.
As the machine whirred into motion, and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his death.
Oh, no.
That his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Fuck.
Stanley can see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story. Trapped forever in his narrow vision of
What is the story? What's
death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
No.
Designed
Let me out of here.
this violent end to his
Why?
life.
I want to escape. Why can't I jump? This isn't a game that has jump. Oh, fuck. Huh?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
What?
In a single visceral instant,
Who's that?
Stanley was obliterated as the machine
Aw.
crushed every bone in his body. killing
No,
him
I don't want that to
instantly.
happen. What happened? Hey. I'm not a dead. I'm not a dead.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game
Oh,
back in his
no.
office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
No? Credits? I'm so confused. Oh, look at all this sweet behind the scenes. Oh, look, an early version of the maintenance room. I don't know. I don't care about that. I feel like I have failed. Warzone. Wait, this is shit I haven't even seen. How do I get back to my house? And by house I mean office. And by office I mean I live in my office. Okay, looks like different versions of the office. Let me in there. You can't even run. You can't run or jump, and that upsets me. Sorry if it's a little choppy. Alright. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another.
Why do we want to do that?
Control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
No!
No, perhaps not.
I don't know what you're talking
Sometimes
about at all.
these cannot be seen.
Why are you doing this to me?
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can
What?
stop the program before they both fail.
How?
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
I let time, guys. Fuck, I let time! I let time. What do I... Do I not wake up in my house? Let's begin again. Wait, I feel like... I mean, I can't just wait around here long enough and something happen? You seem deceptive to me, Stanley Parable. Alright. Let's try one more time. This video obviously is longer than normal. But, I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface here. Okay, we're still going to go left. We're going to do everything the same, except we're going to go to the mind control room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Going
Coming to
right
the
the
staircase,
fuck
Stanley
up, buddy.
walked upstairs to his boss.
Why did that thing say escape and then it was just to murder you? Regardless, I mean, if you had the narrator in your head or not, like, if somebody saw that, they're gonna go
Stepping
die.
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible,
Yeah,
he
you...
didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy.
You talk
So
too
he
much.
relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
No, I did not. Stanley didn't do that. He doesn't want to. Come on, narrator. You're being kind of a prick right now.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Alright. No escape for me this time. Hitting the button. Going downstairs. I really want to... I guess we're going to find out what's in the mind control place, shaft area thing. Since escape is obviously not the way to get... You think escape? You think escape?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yeah, I'm doing it. It's really dark in here. What's that? Push the button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with
What
television
the
screens.
fucking
What
shit?
horrible secret did this place hold?
I don't
Stanley
know.
thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I sure fucking do. Can you imagine when we place you work and come across some crazy ass shit like this? Turn on the cameras. Yeah.
Now the monitors jumped to life,
Oh.
their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Sweet. Alright. Up.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley
Fired.
really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Okay.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life
Where are we
in
going?
someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Where are we
Had
going?
he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I feel like maybe.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from his
Control
very
offline.
And as the cold reality of his
What did I do?
past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Is this dangerous? Okay, dismantle the controls once and for all. Facility power. Well, maybe what if I wanted to leave it on? Wait, what's this? Is there a way to unlock that? I can't press anything. What did that do? Wait, how high up do those numbers go? Oh my god. What am I supposed to be doing? 5. Wait. What number's up there? This is kind of fucking with my brain, I gotta be honest. What was that number from before 2548? Did I press 2 and 5 and then 4? Is there nobody here to help me? Is there an 8? I feel very alone at this moment, my friends. What number's that? 3. I want a fucking 3. Or maybe I was supposed to push them in normal order. Let's do that. This would be a lot better if this dude could run. I gotta be honest. Alright. 1, 2. 3. Or jump, you know, just anything to make this go a little bit quicker. Okay. 4. Alright. Out of the way. Alright. This is mysterious. Well, fuck me, right? Whoa. Had a little bit of a freeze up there for a second. Mind controls idle, awaiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
No.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the
Nuclear?
complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind.
Oh, God.
What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
What?
Mere moments
What the
until
fuck?
the sun goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
What
More
do
time
we,
to
what do
talk
we have 3 attempts remaining to do what?
where we're going.
What?
What all this
Uh,
means, I barely
Let me press this.
start.
Incorrect. Re-enter passcode. What the fuck's a passcode?
Co-workers are. A moment of solace.
Maybe I just still turned off.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office
Oh, no.
forever, pushing buttons endlessly
Oh,
and then
no.
dying alone.
I can't turn it off.
I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it.
Why don't I ever just listen?
This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever I come
3.
up with on the next go around will be even better.
3's way over there. I don't have time.
Goodness, only 34 seconds left.
That's not funny,
I'm
dude.
enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no
Wait,
idea
wait.
what
Wait,
you're
0521?
doing right now?
Wait.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer
0142.
that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you.
Yeah.
Running from button to button,
Yes.
screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
Yeah.
These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything.
Wait.
something here will save me.
That's what.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea
what?
what your purpose in this place is?
Where's the green button?
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you
Green.
made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first. So you
No. Don't say.
look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30
I don't-
seconds you have left to struggle.
I
30
don't.
seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here.
No.
Just you being blown up.
Don't say that, please.
Cling desperately to your frail life.
Yes, I'm clinging. I'm clinging.
Another choice. Make it cut or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life
This
until
is-
the moment we fade in, until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Fucking shit. I don't like that. I don't like that. Son of a bitch. Well, many more choices to make, but anyways, guys, that's the Stanley Parable. I died a lot. Thanks for watching.